We're talking about, oh, the crown on my tooth fell off, and I'll just go ahead and fix that on my own. That low number seems high to me, and yet I know you, Dino, are all in on that sort of thing.
The most recent one was when I was the saw. The most recent was when the saw slipped out of my hand, and I cut my leg, and it was pretty deep gash, and I immediately put direct pressure on it, cleaned the wound with alcohol, and then wrapped it. But only tape I had was packing tape. You know, that clear packing tape that you use when you're sending stuff out of the
your leg?
Huh? Well, there was I use that to cover the gauze and bandage that was on there.
Gauze and bandage?
Yeah.
A millionaire?
Yeah, gauze and bandage.
And tape?
Yeah.
Well, I have these type of things because whenever I get hurt, I do tend to, heal myself.
Move on, because I know
He's the MacGyver of doctors.
You've used super glue on yourself.
Super glue. Yeah, that helped close up the wound. You're right. I forgot about the super glue. And also when I cut my head,
did it bleed?
Oh man, it bled profusely.
Really?
Yeah, the head and the ears. Man, you cut those, you're bleeding like a sieve.
No, you do bleed.
Yeah.
So
anyway, but yeah.
So you use super glue. I know that there is a glue they can use now, but I didn't think it was just over the counter, do it yourself.
Gorilla glue?
Right. And I can see things going wrong.
They have I think some of the glue you're talking about, they have a liquid Band-Aids.
Right.
Right. Those that stuff. Yeah. That.
I mean, at an ER.
Mm-hmm.
At an ER.
ER. My home. What's the difference?
I don't know, some sort of infection.
Yeah. A doctor.
Also, remember when I had to soak my tooth with Jack Daniels.
Well,
in a rag, and I had put a to keep it from being out of pain till I got to a dentist.
Sure.
But I've also pulled my tooth, so.
I wouldn't even think you'd need to drink more for that. I mean, you probably don't know when you have cavities.
No, maybe not so much the cavities, but that was a root canal issue.
You did a root canal?
No, I did not do my own root canal.
That's self-medicated before.
Yeah, self-medicated. Stay out of
Okay,
pain.
that I can see, but again, I feel like I've always said you pickled yourself. I feel like maybe to the point where
Wouldn't know.
you could just reach right in there and okay.
Impervious to pain.
Do you guys do that sort of thing? You do it yourself?
I did a fine job on that hand.
Thank you. As prone as I am to injury, and I mean that every time I do anything, even change a light bulb, I will probably draw blood. I've never had to do anything really as elaborate as that. I did put a nice gash in my hand here last weekend. A little bit of toilet paper and duct tape. I was good as new.
Guys, this is not a good idea.
Well, if you clean it out, what are they going to do? If it needs
Make sure it actually is cleaned out and done properly.
Yeah, it's alcohol. You clean it out. You bandage it up.
Well, you're not alone. Greg, you do that kind of Please say no.
Not to the larger extent, but yeah, I used to be a orthodontist genius. When I had braces, I would be able to fix stuff. We were talking earlier, you get a good, clean pair of donut clippers. Take care of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong.
That's like the Swiss Army knife of medicine.
It is too.
Yeah,
and I suggest you get different sizes of nail clippers. There's a little one, there's a big one, like a toenail clipper or a nail clipper. Clipper.
Often on this show we do have helpful information. This is not that time. Yeah, don't listen to any of this.
Sunny 95, Pemba Financial Credit Union, time saver traffic.
I think you'll find this helpful. So, traffic on 71 southbound slowing down in the east side of the downtown, right behind that accident scene. This is under the Broad Street overpass. You've got the vehicles involved over on the right shoulder, but it is still slowing things down, as I said. So watch your speed. Be prepared to stay to the left as you pass by. That's time saver traffic on Sunny 95.
Remember that one injury where one thing I fixed with my toothbrush? Remember I told you that story? Where I actually used the bristles of the toothbrush in order to, that worked.
To
clean out a wound.
Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Here's the thing though. These guys are not alone. Okay, I know someone out there is doing something. What have you done? Do it yourself. I don't know, surgery, dental work. Let us know, 614-459 WSNY.